So I have a question. How are we gonna deal with our podcast breakup?
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough.
Are we gonna go our separate ways and like make our separate videos and be like, oh, reason why I left CJ muted?
The reason why I left CJ unmuted was because
are we gonna write
we got muted.
are we gonna write letters to our fans talking about what fans first of all? Second of all, we're gonna write letter to people and be like, oh, there was signs that the breakup was looming. Blah blah blah. For those who don't know, I'm just
There's
reacting.
signs.
I'm just reacting to Julian leaving the Rory and Maul podcast.
Is that how we're starting?
Yeah,
Okay.
this was a big news to me because like
It
I
was
was
to me too.
I was not expecting that. Like I've been following the podcast for 3 years now. I saw when Julian came, and I saw when Eden was there.
Yeah.
So I've been there since the beginning, since they broke up from the JBP. Been there since the beginning, and like the year ends, and then I see a random tweet by Julian saying, "Oh, um, my story will come soon," some shit like that. He said something, tease that he's gonna
Yeah,
talk
you told
about.
me that. I was like, wait, what?
And then the new Rory and Mal episode dropped, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Julian is no longer with us."
And I was like, oh, that was
And I'm like, "Huh?
his contract's up.
What is going on?" Like, Julian was the last person I expected to like be gone from the pod. You know what I mean?
Honestly, same. Because when you told me, I was like, wait, what? Why are they getting
Exactly.
Why is Julian gone?
So when that happened, I'm like, bro, something is fishy. So I'm like, okay, Julian is eventually gonna say something. The pod is eventually gonna say something. So
Yeah.
new episode drops. They don't even talk about the fact that Julian is gone until like the last minute of the episode, and they don't even say anything else other than, yeah, Julian is no longer with the pod. We wish him the best. Blah blah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I listening. I was like,
that's weird. I go over to the comment section. Everybody was like, "That's weird. You're gonna like address Julian like a minute before the episode ends, like when most people are already gone."
Isn't that
like-
how they addressed Eden?
No, Eden. They addressed it off the top. They made it clear that Eden was gone, and they apologized for their behaviors for the prior episode because they were keying about the whole situation. Remember?
Oh yeah, true.
So they addressed that like
Yeah.
fully, but
It was kind of like a side piece at the end.
yeah.
It's like he's not here no more. I'm like, okay. Did they address when Yomi left?
They didn't address that. I didn't even know Yomi left until you told me. So apparently, there's only 3 people that run the podcast now, and it's just Damaris and
Or, you know?
Rory and Maul, and like I guess they have like a team that helps them. Or, like, so it's
Yeah,
just,
I'm sure they got back people.
but like, that's so
They got 30
weird.
employees back there.
Like, why would like Eden? I mean, why would Julian leave? And he said himself he got fired, which is crazy because I feel like Julian helps carry that pod.
Yeah,
So-
his takes are really good. So I mean, I don't think his takes
I
are
don't-
great.
I don't-
think his entertainment
His
value-
personality, entertainment
definitely
value
translates into-
is through the roof. So like the fact that he got fired was so weird to me. Like, what was the disagreement? Like,
I don't know.
what happened? Was there any
Something is wrong with
conflict?
that pussy.
Like, and in his like letter to the fan, he mentioned beautiful karma. So I'm guessing that's a shot at Mal. So was there like some kind of Mal back and forth between Mal and like
Well, let's
and-
talk
and
about
Julian?
the tensions that we saw.
Were there really tension though? I felt like it was all entertainment. Sorry, I'm going to tangent. That's how I'm starting this episode. But this topic is so
Who's gonna be here?
interesting to me because, like, you know how you watch a group of people and you don't see the signs? Because I definitely did not see any signs that there was like growing tensions. You know what I mean?
I didn't think I saw signs, but like when it's like the the jokes, and you're like, that's a joke, but like if that was serious, that'd be fucking hilarious.
But I feel like his way of like his humor has always been like that though.
But I feel like his humor just clashes with their humor.
How so?
Like, I don't know. I just think that the way he makes specific jokes, I feel like Rory is like, all right, I can see how that's funny, and Maul's just like, this nigga's crazy and weird. That's just
But
my
like
perception of it.
that's for entertainment though. I feel like he brought entertainment by doing that. Like it's part of the
but like-
podcast, it's part of the
but
bit, it's part of the
I'm not
dynamic.
saying this is them, but like, just imagine we have someone here who's just making jokes, and you don't fuck with those jokes at all, but you just kiki and laugh just cause.
I would not kick and laugh just cause, first of
No,
all.
just for the entertainment. But
No,
you don't view
my reaction will be genuine and it'll still be entertaining. If I don't fuck with the joke, I'm like, yo, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah, but like you constantly just don't fuck with the jokes. And you
Okay.
also don't fuck with it.
If the fans fuck with the jokes, that's all that matters. It's entertainment. It's a podcast. It's a
Yeah.
personality podcast.
but-
They're driven by personality.
Yeah,
Like
true,
we
but-
tune into Rory and Ma for personality. So if Ma is gonna be his personality is to not fuck with Julian's jokes, that's part of the bit. That's funny. Julian makes jokes that Ma doesn't fuck with, and we see that interaction and we laugh at it and we vibe with it. You know what I mean? So
But how much
as a producer, if I was producing the pod, I'm like, okay, this dynamic
here, yeah. No,
this dynamic
I-
helps us.
Listen, Linda. I agree with what you're saying, but at some point, you if you don't fuck with the person, you're just here. I'm not saying this is them, but I'm just saying like you're on the show and you really generally don't fuck with this person. But you have
So
to-
you think
So you're saying that if you don't fuck with this person, but you're just gonna do it for the views.
you think Ma genuinely
No, I
didn't
don't
fuck
think- I
with Julian?
I think that was just maybe a thing, but I don't think it's a real thing. I said some of those jokes, how they were making it. I'm like, I can see how there could be some tension, but I don't think there's.
What's the most controversial thing that Julian said on the pod?
I don't know.
I've heard worse on like multiple other platforms.
I don't know. I'm not saying this is it, but I'm saying that if there was a tension there, I feel like that would be there. I'm not saying it is because they're jokes. They're entertaining. Like you said, their dynamic is just like him bullying him and making jokes all the time.
Yeah, like
But-
their dynamic is Ma low broing
Yeah.
Julian.
But like, let's say there weren't jokes. I'm not saying they weren't. They
And,
were
like-
jokes, but let's say in a weird hypothetical scenario that they weren't jokes, but they were like the funniest jokes are ones that are real.
True.
So let's just say hypothetically they weren't jokes, but they just came off as jokes because he's like, nah, I really just don't fuck with that. Like Eden punching the shit out of Julian.
No, Eden drunk punching Julian, that was out of the line. You know what I mean?
That was out of line.
I feel like that was built in the podcast, obviously.
That tension was there.
Yeah. So that tension was there and it manifested into like, real physical action against Julian, which was not okay, by the way.
Well, obviously, but
But in this case,
unless you want to take it to Zeus, but
Zeus Network.
Zeus Network,
I
take that
cannot.
out.
But yeah, I found that whole split heartbreaking. Pretty much Rory and Mal, no, are pulling your JBP.
I don't know if it's that deep, but I get what you're saying.
I don't know, bro. Like now, I don't know. I don't feel like the dynamic between Damaris, Rory, and Mal is gonna be enough to keep me engaged. I don't know.
That's good. I mean, I'm still listening.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep listening for a couple more episodes, but like Julian he brought something. You can't deny it.
No,
He
I agree.
brought something. Like his presence there. I'm not even glazing, but like when you watch a good podcast and like there's their
It's a
standout
good
cast.
dynamic,
He was that standout cast. Even after Eden left, like Julian stepped up. He started cooking. Like, dang, cooking with Julian. I'm stopped.
yeah. All right, enough
But-
blazing. Let's
Like, it was just so weird to me, and like I'm kind of sad about it because I really like their podcast.
I do too.
Been a fan for years.
It was very like.
It started taking off too. I feel like they had real momentum with that cast. Like, I feel like if they had stuck to it, like that would have been like
I
that
feel
cast would have gone places.
the podcast breakup season.
So you tell me about the other podcast you were talking about. I don't even know. Like that's
No, I
breaking up.
just saw it because some people are leaving that podcast.
What's it called? What's the podcast called?
Tonight's conversation.
Tonight's conversation.
And I was just looking at it, I'm like, oh damn, this person left. Because I just saw it on TikTok and I was just like, this person left. This person left. This person left. The fuck going on over there? Because I see them all the time on my timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, damn. Because then after I saw that after you saw the Julian thing, and I was like,
Mhm.
damn, that's crazy. Podcasters are breaking.
Were they giving reasons as to why they left?
From when I said woman Kitty said something about in a post. This was a podcast to talk about like abuse, infidelities, and stuff, which turned out to happen on the thing. And
So there's allegations of abuse and infidelity.
that's what they're saying. I haven't dived deep into it yet, but I'm gonna do some more research next episode. We'll maybe talk about it.
I don't think we will. I don't think it's gonna be relevant.
We're not gonna talk about it. I saw it today, and I was just like, "That's interesting."
That's just podcast. Okay, so many podcasts are breaking up. I don't think we're breaking up anytime soon, though, right? Right? Am I getting fired?
You fired?
No, are you firing me? Are you firing me? Honestly, how can we fire each other? The podcast is named CJ and Muted. So if we do stop,
Another Chris?
no, that would be diabolical. Imagine we stop the podcast. Whoever, like each one of us, right? Imagine we stop the podcast and we find a replacement co-host that's the same first name. That would be insane.
Nah,
Because there's so many Jeans out there, and there's so many Chris's out there.
this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna break up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna one of us is gonna make CJ unmuted, the other one's gonna make CJ muted.
With the same host name.
Same host names and everything.
Oh, brother. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like in our case, right? I haven't. All right,
Listen, we're just new to the game.
we're new to the game, and I haven't dealt with like this is my first venture into like starting a business for somebody, right? And obviously there's a bunch of challenges that come with starting a business for somebody,
Yeah.
personalities, individual drive, like motivation, like effort put in, time, all that,
All the nit and gritty,
so
blood, sweat, and tears that we need to put in to get the business up.
and like the right thing, like in these kind of dynamics, I feel like especially when it's a duo, there has to be some kind of balance and some kind of like both parties got to put equal amount of effort in, and like like we have to be on the same page for it to work.
I agree.
Sometimes I don't feel like we're always on the same page, and I'll take blame for that because I feel like sometimes I kind of put the pod on the back burner when I'm supposed to be, investing more into it. I feel like that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like therapy session about the pod.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. But yeah, sometimes I feel like that, and I'm still learning
But I
to
feel
like be like equal to you in aspect of like putting in effort into the pod.
I feel like you put in effort.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that I don't put in effort,
I feel like- no,
but I'm trying to give you your flowers. I feel like you do a lot.
I don't do anything, but I feel like I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that we basically have our dynamic of everything is technically equal.
Okay.
Like it may seem like I do more in your eyes. I don't think I do. I think we both do about the same amount.
Maybe it's my self-deprecation kicking in. Like I haven't been self-deprecating myself on this podcast for this past year. But okay, I guess it's just sometimes that's what I think about. But in our case, right? I don't think like there's gonna be like a moment where I feel I'm not gonna Mark Zuckerberg you and you're not gonna Mark Zuckerberg me.
Yo.
Like have you seen the Social Network? You know what he did to his friends?
Yo,
That was
Bro,
crazy.
bro.
But like I don't feel like there's gonna be any amount of money or any amount of like things that's gonna make me do that to you. I don't care how. Like what? Like I don't
But what if the label comes through?
fuck the label. I don't give a fuck.
What if the label's like, one of y'all gotta go?
One of y'all gotta go. The show is called See You Muted. One of us can't go. Like that's how it works.
So No, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
So
that anything is gonna do that. That's gonna have us be like, hey, Mark Zuckerberg. What was it?
bro pretty much like sold
How
his
did
like
he do it?
friends.
Like,
He sold his
stole them
friend's
under the
stock.
desk.
Yeah, he
sold
like
his stock and then
he
just like,
he just finessed them out of the company pretty much.
that's fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy. Finessing
Anyone
your
else?
homie. But as this expands, I
Anyone
can't.
else?
I don't know about.
And that's just joking. Come join us. We're doing casting calls for a third person.
We are doing casting calls soon for a third person, but you know you're gonna be put on salary. That's what I'm gonna say. The show is called CJ Unmuted. All right.
So like,
Jeez.
Damaris is on there.
I'm pretty.
It was on there.
I'm pretty sure she's on salary. I'm sure she has no equity.
Sure, but like, I'm sure it works out.
Yeah, it definitely works out once you know your place. Once you know.
We don't know their deals, and no one will know our deals. So
Yeah, they're definitely not gonna know how to do it because we're gonna screw them over. That's why. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we're not screwing nobody over
We're gonna put them.
unless we're in jeopardy. We're putting ourselves over everyone, but we're making sure no one else gets.
Whoever joins the podcast to help gonna be doing slave work. Fuck that. My cheap ass is gonna do the bare minimum.
Listen, that's why
Hey.
I'm here to balance.
Hey.
No, nigga, we need to spend money.
Hey, my cheap ass is gonna look over the accounting and make sure we spend as little as possible.
I'm like, no,
All right.
we're not spending cheap. We're buying. Listen, the good quote of, if you want to cheap out on it, you're gonna pay for it later. Look at these mics. Anyway,
I mean, these mics are not bad.
I know
We went through a lot to get these mics.
there's a lot of mics we went through.
And like we went through a lot to like get this level of equipment first of all, but I feel like it's part of the learning process. My bad, guys. We're not like trying to like turn this into like a podcast lesson, but
No, but this is a podcast, so hey guys, welcome back. To
Welcome
another
back.
episode of CJ Unmuted. I'm your host Chris.
I'm your host Gene, and
Yokoso Watashi no
Soul
Podcast
Society, podcast society. For those who know the reference, if you know, you know.
So if you know, you know. Like,
But-
you know what? Fuck all that noise. We're getting into our anime facts.
We're an anime podcast too, guys. We be forgetting because we're
getting
so
anime,
absorbed
bro.
into pop culture and like music that we neglect our anime like bag,
Before we get
But
into this topic,
we had this topic that has been brewing
let's just talk about what you've been watching
for like for what I've been watching.
in anime.
I've been watching Dragon Ball Daima. I finished
I like Daima a lot.
I finished Dan Dan Dan.
I'm still catching up.
I'm watching Solo Leveling, aka Solo Mid, as I like to call it. I'm watching season 2 of that. And what else have I been seeing? I finished the Bleach part 3 core. I finished that.
Nice.
Nice. Aside from that, I haven't watched much else anime. I'm in the middle of watching 86. I think I'm on episode 10-ish.
Oh, you're in 86?
Yes.
I'm finally just catching up on it.
I'm watching 86. I'm watching Orb on the Movement of the Earth. It's a new anime that came out last year. It's on Netflix.
I started it.
I think I talked about it. I think I talked about it on this podcast. It's about like how people like studied like the movements of the stars and the Earth in a trying to prove that the sun, like the Earth orbits around the sun and not the other way around. And in a time where those kind of beliefs were deemed as blasphemy, and those kind of beliefs went against the church, the Catholic Church. So it's a very interesting and deep anime.
It is. I liked it. I just
And-
haven't finished. Like, you were ahead than me.
I'm pretty much caught up on the latest episode. I watch it every week when it
What
drops.
is it up to right now?
18 episode 18 is the
I
latest.
got some time to catch up.
Yeah,
Like
and it's
7 or 9.
it's great. Nobody is safe in that anime. No spoilers. If you think somebody's the main character, they're probably not the main character. So Shout out to Orbs on the movement of the Earth.
I really like that part about it.
Yeah, it's
How it's like
it keeps you on your toes. It keeps you on your toes. It's not like like your generic anime. And
it's not,
yeah,
it's very new.
I thought
I'm still getting into it, but I like what I see. It's just one of those ones. You know those animes that you're like, this is great, but you just sit back and don't watch it.
I don't know. I feel like it was one of the best from last season. Honestly, I feel like people hyped up Don Da Don. I did not. All right, we're gonna talk about Don Da Don.
Yeah.
The hype for Don Da Don, Don Da Don is great, but like I feel like it was overhyped. As someone who's been watching anime since I was like a kid, like I feel like I've seen this trope many times before. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like an elitist, but like the hype definitely did not like
Here's where
it didn't live up to the hype for me. Like I was like, okay, this is cool, but it's not mind blowing. You know what I mean?
yeah. But here's what I think about like tropes being redone, right?
Hmm.
I've seen enough anime to see almost every trope. So when something breath of fresh air comes out, like Orb is a breath of fresh air because
It is a breath of fresh air.
Frieren, even though it's not a brand new concept, it's a
Breath of fresh air from that for that genre.
another way to do
Mm-hmm.
that. When someone comes out with a unique way, now when someone comes out with a same concept, same thing, but they just do it their own way, like that's what I think Don Da Dun is. Like it's a concept, it's a bunch of different concepts we've seen, but they make it weird because it's a bit weird. It's a good show though.
It is a good show.
But it's like I'm trying to get into it, and I'm like 6 episodes in,
Mhm.
and I like it. I like where it's going, but I'm just not. It's not connecting with me for some reason.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, Don Da Don is just not connecting with me the way like
Maybe we're getting older. Maybe that's like, cause like the story is set in like a high school setting,
yeah.
teenage type setting, and like maybe we're just kind of disconnected from that. Maybe
Yeah, I
that's
can see
why.
that. That's why. I
Maybe we
started
don't
shooting.
relate to it that much.
Yeah, because I look at the MC because it's like
Yeah.
You look at the MC, you're like, who's this nigga?
Like the MC and like the whole dynamic of like first love, like in high school and all that kind of stuff.
That's why I like what's it called, Kaiju.
I like Kaiju number 8 because that guy is a little bit older.
He's an
You
older
can
guy, just
you can
looking-
relate to the MC a little more. But hey, maybe season 2 will blow me away. Maybe I'm just talking shit.
I mean, I'm the animation, the fights, nice.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool.
They're not like groundbreaking, but they're cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I finished Blue Lock season 2. So throughout the whole season, people online were complaining about the animation because it looked like still frames.
I saw something about that.
Like everyone hated it compared to season 1.
You know me, I don't care about sports anime.
Yes, sure, but like the whole like every episode
I saw those.
up until
I saw those scenes.
up
And I was
until
just like, yo,
Up
they
until-
did y'all dirty.
up until the last 3 episodes.
They did
The
you, like-
animation was garbage. If you watched Blue Lock season 1, you're like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
They did you like they did you like what's it, Tower of God.
Yeah, they kind of did. Like, there's like
They
Tower
did
of
you
God.
like Tower of God and Uzumaki. I just wanted to talk about this real quick.
You've watched the whole
I
thing?
watched the first episode and then I started the second episode and I was just like, why would they ruin this thing that I was so like the first episode was great.
Mm.
The animation, the style, I'm like, oh, they bring Juji into to life. Then the second episode, they did that bullshit.
I did not care to watch it because like I've saw like reviews online and people were like
I don't care
hating
about
it, and I'm like, yo,
No, it was good the first episode. The second episode animation they just crapped out for some reason. I'm gonna continue it, but there's only like a few episodes, so I'm gonna finish it.
but to my point, they poured all the budget of season 2 of Blue Lock into the last episode. That junk was like a movie. I swear to everything. Like they changed everything about it. Like
Like the whole
the
animation
art style,
Did
the
it,
animation style, everything looks smooth.
did it look like Demon Slayer the show to the movie?
It's like, all right, no, because Demon Slayer show it looked good, like no matter
but
what.
like, but you know when they up the budget on the movie, it
You-
looks a little more.
I'm trying to find a better like comparison. You know how like Naruto fillers look a certain way, and then
and then the real episode.
the
looks-
real episode look
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
They just ruined it, and
They-
then they're
they-
just like, all right,
They just
we're gonna
cooked
go
for
crazy.
the last episode. They cooked. It got it like I think a 9 out of 10. Like it was
Was it
phenomenal.
worth it though?
Honestly, yes. In my opinion, it was because they cooked on that last episode.
It's like moves and walking for like 20 minutes. Just all the animation budget on that.
No, that last episode of that Demon Slayer season was bullshit.
No, that last episode was the season. Everything else that happened was just all right.
You know how in them Indian shows, like
Yeah.
they're so dramatic, they keep repeating like the same frames to like draw like
Just
to like create drama.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did with that Muzan scene when
They
he was
just-
just walking.
He was just walking for 20
Bro
minutes.
was walking for
just
20 minutes with music in the
aura
background.
farming.
Aura farming.
Bro was walking for 20 minutes aura farming. I'm like, all right, I guess he's cool.
Have you seen the memes of like anime characters aura farming online? Piccolo
Yes,
being
Piccolo's
the
the
biggest
biggest aura farmer. Because bro really just be pulling up out of nowhere and be like,
one. Bro,
then jumps in the fight and gets his ass kicked after these things go
bro
on.
pulls up, does something off screen, hits like the main villain off screen, and then when the camera pans to him, he's just there
Just
posing.
standing there. Biggest aura farmer.
But anyways, yeah. So Blue Lock last episode cooked, and I'm waiting for season 3. I don't know the latest season because at this point I don't know if it's season 2 or 3 that I watched, but
The only
Yeah.
thing, Dragon Ball Daima,
it's still going strong.
still going. I like it. I like the lore we're getting. I like all the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's like in between, it's nice to find out some stuff about
Yeah.
like Demon World and everything,
Yeah,
and where Majin Buu actually came from.
I just want to see the main threat come to like
But I'm
come
sure
come
we're
about.
gonna get the main thread soon.
So, because
Super
So
Saiyan
far,
3
so
Vegeta
good.
was pretty cool.
yeah, it was good. I think we talked about it. Did we? I don't think so, right? Yeah, but yeah, that was cool. It's finally canon. Because people like me, I gotta see it like in the anime for me to like believe
Listen,
that it's.
we
canon.
all knew it was canon before you did, so it's okay.
It wasn't proven anywhere else
It
other
was
than
proven in that
Heroes.
one game.
In Heroes, which I don't count Heroes. Heroes is kind of like, I don't count Heroes at all. But
Heroes is not canon. I mean, Dragon Ball is not all canon. I mean, it's all canon, but the main canon is the main canon. It's the
Heroes is not
multiverse.
canon.
It's a literal multiverse.
Heroes is just there to sell cards.
Well, yeah, but it's a literal multiverse. If you look at the lore in
Bruh.
Heroes, it clashes with the
I
main
don't take
canon.
Heroes seriously. We can stop talking about this. Okay, we can have different opinions on that. But yeah, Diamond is cool. But yeah, aside from that, I haven't been watching anything else.
Well,
Oh no, I lied. I started this the one anime that I told you about.
I didn't watch
The one
it.
where like she's like a receptionist in like a
oh,
at
is
the
it
guild.
Isekai?
Yeah, that isekai, the receptionist at a guild that solos every
It's
um
crazy. This guy's watching isekais.
she
Bro
solos-
hates
she
isekais.
solos every
Bro will hate
boss's-
on isekais. Speaking of
because she doesn't want to
isekais,
work part time because she doesn't want to work overtime or something like that. I forgot the title.
Speaking of isekais, I have not seen anyone. ReZero came back. It was great. ReZero's season 3 came through smacking.
I didn't
This-
watch that.
The second season was a little slow, but this one they came through said, "Hey, everything's happening this season." ReZero 3 is great.
I did not watch it. I fell off the ReZero bandwagon back in 2020. When did season 1 come out?
I don't know.
After season 1, I did not bother to go back.
Yeah, because
but
you don't like isekais.
I might. No, I like ReZero. I just fell off of it. But I might go back and binge it at some point when it's, when sometimes you're bored and you're just like, oh, let me go back to something I used to
I
watch.
felt about 86 right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can't find nothing else. I
But
forgot what I finished that was good.
I have a movie that I want to watch. It's an animated movie. It's called Look Back. It's about like a girl that like reflects on why she like decided to become a manga artist.
Look back. I don't think I
Yeah,
heard
it's
it.
on Amazon Prime. It's been on my list for a long time
You know what's so annoying
and I want to watch it.
about anime today? Even
That
though
is so like it's dispersed everywhere, like on multiple platforms.
Yo, I was on Amazon Prime and I saw some show. I'm like, what is this? I've
Yeah.
never seen this
Anywhere
anywhere
else, yeah.
else. I'm like, oh, I forget. Animes get locked up in Amazon jail,
Mm-hmm.
Netflix jail, Hulu jail, Crunchyroll,
Crunchyroll.
High Dive jail. Like, I'm just
High
like,
Dive is
damn.
a thing still.
Yeah,
Oof.
and I have it. because it's part of Amazon.
So it's technically Amazon Prime.
No, like you got to buy the extra subscription.
Dang. Is there any benefits?
It's $5.
More stuff to watch, or
There's shows that aren't in the other shows that I'm like, oh damn, I wanted to see that. They moved it to High Dive, but good old 9 Anime. I don't support piracy.
I don't know what 9 Anime is. Don't come for me, please. Anyways, yeah. So like, look back. I really want to watch that. It's by the creator of Chainsaw Man, but it's not. It's not like a supernatural type of story. It's like a grounded type of story. Like,
Oh, what is it like? It's about a manga.
it's about a manga.
I think
that,
may have
like-
seen a trailer for it.
Yeah, it's like it's supposedly very emotional. Like, it's good. Like, it's really good. Gigok made a review about it in his 2024 anime review of
I'm
last year.
still watching that.
He that was his number one, and like
Oh, that was the
it
number one?
inspired me to go watch it because like I
Okay.
like those type of stories. Like
I'm on like 6.
not supernatural, like grounded to like similar to
Yeah.
reality. So I'm definitely gonna watch Look Back.
I'm gonna
But-
check it out. But speaking of looking, let's look forward
Mm-hmm.
and think about the anime battles that we're all looking forward to.
Honestly,
I
I'm
found
not
this
looking
list.
forward to anything.
Well, you're gonna
I'm
be looking
kidding.
forward to all of these. I
Because,
saw
like,
this list.
I saw the list you're talking about.
We're gonna go through it. Hold on.
But, like,
hold
bro.
on. Stop.
Oh,
We're gonna
Lord.
chat about all these lists. All right. We're gonna start with the first one on
I'm
the
not
list.
excited about
Gojo versus
75% of this list.
Sukuna. You're not happy to see Gojo fight Sukuna?
That's gonna be like 2029.
You still don't want to see it?
In 2029, it's 2025.
You still don't want to see it?
It's too far ahead for me to look forward to it.
Look forward to it.
It's too far ahead for me. In
Kizu.
who knows? In 2029, I might not even care about JJK. It's too far. That's my problem with like today's anime. They take too long to like put stuff out. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
man.
Like the hype
You want them to
dies.
just slave over it?
No, bro. Back in the 2000s, bro, we had shows that kept going,
I
right,
know.
for years, non-stop until it ended. Now you get 12 episodes, and wait another 5 years for this, like for another 12 episodes. What?
Listen, they didn't grow
What
up.
is this?
People that didn't grow up in the golden age don't understand.
They don't understand. These people that are used to waiting like 10 years for another
but
season.
then again, that's
Look
every.
how long it took for ReZero to come back. That's why I don't care anymore.
See, I get that the hype dies down, but like that's just you don't like the show.
I
You're
like
not
the
happy when
show, but
comes
like,
back?
bro, sometimes it takes too long to come back, and I don't care anymore. Look how they did freaking My Hero. My Hero is hype right now, but nobody cares because they took too long to produce more episodes.
I think the manga ending. has something to do
No,
with
no,
it.
no, no, no. Even prior to the manga ending, people were, like, it took mad long for the latest season to come out. People were excited about Stars and Stripe and stuff like that.
I don't know.
And then
man.
that dropped, and then people were like, "Dang,
I don't know if
that
I'm
took
the
too long.
person to talk about this because I fell off after season 4 or 5, and I was just like,
exactly." It got boring, and they took too long to release
no,
more seasons.
they took the right amount of time in my
I
opinion
disagree, but
because
okay.
it came out and I didn't watch the next season. Like I was caught up, and then the next season came out.
But yeah, this even for example,
All right,
and
so
then
you
this
just don't
new
want to care about
no
this
no no.
list?
Look at this new format of like stuff. Look at Demon Slayer, right? Oh, we're gonna release 3 seasons, and then the rest of the show is gonna be movies. Like what,
What's wrong with that?
bro? That like okay. What about countries where people can't? Those movies are not available. Like
What does that have to do with us? The fuck are you talking about?
Because I feel like they're like they're doing disservice to their fans by the way they're releasing stuff.
Their American fans seem to be fine.
Of course, because this capitalism, we're always gonna be happy. 'cause
Yeah.
we get everything here. But I'm talking about the global market. Like it's kind of annoying. I remember the days when like an anime movie would come out, right, and like it will only be shown in select theaters. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
But now, JJK comes out. Demon Slayer comes out. You can watch it everywhere. It's great. I love that.
well, yeah, because the budget got put up because people start saying that
It's
people
becoming
will spend
more
money on it.
mainstream, yeah.
yeah.
I-
It's
I-
all about spending the money. Back
it
then,
was, it was rough.
when anime was niche,
I remember when Battle of Gods dropped in 2013. That shit was only being shown in like It's select few theaters. I have a
Gene,
funny story.
You're talking.
I have a funny story about Battle of God
You're
dropping.
talking about anime
Mm-hmm.
back when nobody gave a fuck about anime
I
except
was
the people
so
that
tight.
watch
I
it.
was so tight. So I was in middle school when Battle of God dropped, right?
Mm.
So my friend at the time, his name was Akira. Like he
Toriyama?
bought,
Rest in peace.
which is weird. His name is Akira, right? But anyways, Akira bought 2 Dragon Ball Battle of Gods tickets for me and him to go see the movie, right?
Mm.
He didn't even tell me about it. It was kind of like a surprise type thing, right? So he told me, "Oh yeah, I bought 2 tickets. Let's go watch the movie." I'm like, "Oh great, I'm gonna go tell my mom about this." I go to tell my mom. She's like, "Yo, who is this?"
Who is this?
I'm
Who's
like, "Yo,
this?"
mom, we about to go watch Dragon Ball Z Battle of God at the movie theaters." She's like, "No, no, you guys might be going to do some drug stuff." I'm like, "Yo, it's Dragon Ball. Like, it's Dragon Ball Z.
Going to watch it.
I'm going to watch cartoons, bro. Like, here's the ticket." She's like, "No, you're not going anywhere." I was so tight, bro. I was so mad, bro. Imagine getting denied to go see Dragon Ball out of all things.
Damn, I'm
It's not even an
sorry.
R-rated movie. Sharing trauma here a little bit. But that traumatized me, bro.
You're not going
I
nowhere.
was so mad, bro. So I did he gave the ticket to like his cousin after that, and then him and his cousin went to watch it. And then I remember the next, it was a Friday that they went. That Monday, I was so tight. They were talking about it. I'm like, "Yo, don't spoil me." I didn't even want to be near them.
Damn.
Like, I had to wait months to pirate that movie online.
That's so. Damn.
Like,
Yeah, that was the era
oh
that the
my
pirating
God.
wasn't even there yet.
I
right?
know. And like, that was that era where like nobody was really subbing stuff, and like Dragon Ball was on lockdown. You know what I mean? Like,
You can
So
only see the
you can-
Japanese
if you see it in the-
version with no subtitles.
if you see it in the theaters, it's gonna come out in DVDs like maybe 7 months later or some type of shit. Nobody was really dubbing it. I mean, like pirating it like that. If you find a version of it, it was like a shitty cam version.
I don't know how did I see Dragon
But
Ball?
then, like over time, for example, when Broly dropped, the next day it was on YouTube for some reason. I don't know if you remember that. Somebody uploaded the whole movie on YouTube the next day.
I don't think because I went to go see Broly in
I went to see
theaters,
Broly too in theaters.
so I don't remember.
Me and
seeing it
Facial went to
online.
see it. That was actually me and Facial's first time going to the movies together. He had just came to the US, and like,
Straight up.
and then we bonded over Dragon Ball. I'm like, he's like, "Oh, you like anime?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like anime." He like One Piece. I'm like, "You like Dragon Ball?" He's like, "Yeah, I like Dragon Ball." I'm like, "Oh, perfect. Let's go see the newest Dragon Ball
Broly
movie."
movie.
It was that experience was bro. When we walked in that theater, there was nothing but Dragon Ball fans in there, right?
Yeah,
You people playing Dokkan, playing freaking Legends on their phone.
I remember when
When bro went Super Saiyan God, and then there was a flash of
the
fucking
Flash of Ultra Instinct,
MUI, the whole theater screamed. I was like,
everybody screamed.
I never seen anything like that in my whole life. At a movie, I'm telling you, everyone screamed when they fused. Everybody screamed when they broke through dimensions and stuff like that. Everybody screamed. It was so crazy. To this day, that's the craziest movie experience I've ever had. Like the whole the fan base was so interactive with like the movie.
Yeah,
People were screaming. Like, the theme when they were like, "Go Cheetah, Broly." People were saying that shit. It was crazy.
no, that movie was great.
You seen it in theaters?
Yeah,
Where?
I saw it in
In
theaters.
New York or something?
No, I saw it in where did I see it?
I saw it in West
Westfield.
Orange.
I saw it in Westfield.
And I was not expecting that kind of reaction in West Orange. Like,
But that was
that
a
was
great movie.
crazy. I remember like we're going on tangents for this, but this was a moment when Broly dropped.
Nah, Broly dropping was crazy.
Like the theories, the fan rumors, people were
Yeah.
saying that it was like the first Saiyan or whatever. Anyways, blah. Now we're in the golden age of anime being released to a mainstream audience. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So why you mad?
I'm
What
mad
are you
at
upset about? I'm so
I'm mad
confused.
at the amount of time
Why
it
he's
takes.
so upset? It took a while because anime just got mainstream. People
I'm
just
mad.
started liking anime in the mainstream.
I'm mad at the amount of time it takes for them to produce stuff.
What do you mean?
That's all.
They had to get the dollars right.
That's all. The dollars are there, bro.
No, they didn't
they're
know the
making more
dollars were
money.
there.
They're making more money.
Nobody believed in anime back then.
I mean, people did.
How many movies were publicly around every year? You said they were in select theaters. They're
You
not
know,
gonna
you know
put
what? I feel like it was like the biggest catalyst to this.
what?
Your Name in
Oh yeah,
2016.
did Your Name win?
Your Name almost won an
Oh,
Oscar.
it lost to Boss Baby.
Which was so
That
yo,
shit
that was
so
blasphemy.
cringe.
Have you seen Your Name yet? You haven't seen it yet,
I
right?
saw some of it. I haven't finished it, but I'm watching. I'm like halfway through it.
Did you see the twist?
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But when Your Name dropped in 2016, it changed everything. With all the awards it won, it being nominated for the Oscar, it grossed at the time. It was the highest grossing animated movie of all time. They screened it everywhere in the world. It was great. And then I feel like once that happened, they were like, there's a market for this. Let's just release everything, And that
Yeah.
changed a lot.
Because like what's it called? Spirited Away didn't teach them.
Which in 2004, Spirited Away was
But
breaking
Ghibli-
records. Ghibli always gonna
Ghibli's
hit.
very different.
Yeah, Ghibli is always gonna hit. But Your Name, oh my! I watched that movie so many times, and it still hits like crack every time I watch it.
I'll watch it.
Like the first time you watch it
Let's get into this list.
is like generational, but the second time, the more you watch it, it gets better. But anyways, that's the tangent. Get them that list or
Are
whatever.
you ready to get to the list, or do you just hate everything that's coming out?
We'll see, bro. Talk about the list. What's number one on there?
Gojo versus Sukuna. You apparently don't care about this fight, so I'm looking forward to this fight because it's amazing and it's gonna be great. The Fallen versus the Honored. Kushibe versus the Hashiras.
Who's Kushibe?
I mean,
Kokushibo? You mean?
Kokoshibu. I don't, Demon Slayer.
You see, this is why nobody cares about Demon Slayer. Nobody knows their character.
Three-eyed man. That
Against
looks
the
like Tanjiro's ancestor, demon.
I'm not excited for this because I already know what's gonna happen because I know what happened in the manga. So
Well, if you read the manga, then you probably shouldn't be. Well, we're talking about the animation. If you read the manga, you get the story. Cool. We're talking about fights. We're not talking about
bruh,
the story. We're talking about a great battle that's about to happen.
it's gonna be cool, I guess. That's all I'm gonna say.
Saitama versus Goro.
Again, I know what happens, so it's gonna be cool, I guess.
Jinwoo versus the Ant King. Your
Who-
favorite guy from Solo Leveling. Your guy.
You mean the guy that keeps forgetting his character's name? Solo mid. Oof.
Luffy versus
Who's that? Luffy versus the Gorosei. First of all, okay, I can see that making waves, but I don't care. I've read the manga.
So Gene apparently doesn't care about anything that's coming out.
Bro, it's
Ever.
taking so long, and I already
Denji
read all
versus
this.
Maki.
I already know what's gonna happen.
Boruto versus Kawaki.
That's like in 2035. I don't care about that right now.
No, the manga's almost over.
You think the Boruto anime is not coming back anytime soon?
Ichigo versus Yuha. You already know what happens.
I already know what happened.
So why are you watching Bleach?
And I'm not too okay. All right, that's different.
No. Why are you watching Bleach? You
Because
know
the
what's gonna
manga
happen.
did.
Nah.
The manga did it dirty.
All that nonsense you were just speaking just now. Why are you watching Bleach if you already know what's gonna happen?
The manga did it
No,
dirty.
answer my question.
The manga did it dirty. I just answered you.
What do you mean? The manga's always better.
It did it dirty. They rushed him to finish it,
The
and
manga's
he
always
didn't
better.
realize his full vision.
Oh wait, then nothing you're watching is canon.
What do you mean? Everything I'm watching is canon because Kubo is involved.
Nah, you said it's not.
No, he's storyboarding every episode. Don't even go there. He's storyboarding every episode.
All right.
What's
So then I guess I don't care about the rest of this list. Johnny versus Valentine.
who's Johnny? Oh, from JoJo Part 8? Part 7?
Asta versus Lusa. Shinra
I don't care. I
versus
fell off
Ina,
freaking-
Goku versus Moro. Deku versus Shin. Lloyd versus. Anyway, what Gene is saying is he doesn't give a fuck about anime anymore.
No, it's
So
not that.
We'll just
That's not-
continue on to our next topic.
I don't.
He doesn't care about anything, guys. We'll just move on. This is why we don't talk about anime.
It's not that I don't care anymore. It's just that I'm not that hyped anymore. Cause
Play the clip back.
because these
I just don't care anymore.
because these people are taking so long to drop stuff.
You know why? Because it takes a lot to make it.
So tell me why in the 2000s we were eating good every week for years.
The 2000s.
Okay, great. Yes.
Do you know when all those shows we were watching right now were announced?
In the 2010s.
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking about like the 2000s.
What show are we eating good with right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
are we eating good? That's a good question. that's consistent.
Yes.
Dang. I don't know, man. Nothing is that consistent. SAO has been consistent for years. They drop a season like every year.
This guy's talking about SAO.
SAO is consistent. You gotta give it some credit. They drop movies. They drop new seasons.
Yeah.
SAO is consistent.
Because it was popular. Demon
Okay.
Slayer's been
It
consistent.
fell off. Demon Slayer's okay. Over the last couple of years, yes,
Demon
Slayer's
Slayer's been pretty consistent.
Yes, you're right. I agree with
I
that.
think you just don't like when a show goes away for a year, and then you're just like, I don't like it anymore.
No, that's not true. Because sometimes I wait for stuff I like. I
I'm
anticipate
just
stuff I
trying to
like.
figure out where
You know,
this hate is coming from.
As
'cause I don't
much
get
as I
it.
hate Solo Mid, it's consistent. They drop season 1, and a couple months later, season 2 is here.
Because it was planned out already. Like
Why?
those shows that got planned out already, they saw it. Like if a show gets a dub, there's probably more. There's like a 95%, 70% chance the second season's coming. If there's a dub,
Okay.
so most shows are getting dubbed.
Anyways, SAO is an example. What else? What else? What else? I'm sure there's more out there, but I'm not familiar with. Blue Lock is consistent. Blue Lock dropped season like 1 came out like what? No, never mind. Blue Lock went away for a while before it came back.
You act like these shows don't just go away. You're trying to harken back to the big 3 era. That era is gone
Why?
because
As it was
all
popping
those
up.
writers were worked to death, and they were able
What
to
do you
keep
mean writers?
up.
You mean those like people that drew the animators?
The animators, the writers, having to write a series weekly
Okay.
to monthly.
It's always been like this.
Huh?
Akira Toriyama wasn't bitching, and he made one of the greatest series ever. He was
I know he
writing weekly.
wasn't.
He
but-
wasn't complaining.
Does that mean that it wasn't terribly hard for him to do? That he had to give up on his wife's honeymoon?
He didn't give up on his.
I mean,
wife's
not give it.
honeymoon.
He couldn't go on his honeymoon
He
because
could.
of the series.
He could. He just didn't want to. Let's be honest here. Oda takes breaks whenever he wants,
Well, no.
and he's making
well,
One
Oda,
Piece,
Well, Oda's
the best-selling manga of all time.
Well, it's because that show's never ending. But
Togashi takes breaks whenever he wants.
and why?
Hunter x Hunter is never finishing.
And you won't complain about that, but you'll complain about all these other
Listen,
shows.
listen.
You won't complain about Hunter x Hunter being gone for years, and you're like, look at all these other shows. What about your goat? Your goat's been gone for how long? Since 2012. What does he
Okay,
drop?
Listen. We don't talk about Hunter x Hunter.
Huh?
We
Why
don't
not?
talk about Hunter.
It's
We
been gone
don't
for so
talk-
long.
We don't talk about Hunter.
He
x
drops
Hunter.
like a
It's
paragraph
different.
every
He's
episode.
sick. It's different. He's sick. He's actually sick. He has back problems. His back is fucked. Bro cannot sit down for more than 15 minutes. Bro is bedridden. There's a reason why it's gone. You know this.
Huh?
You know this. You know I'm right.
What?
You know I'm right.
So why are you complaining about these other shows?
Because these other shows don't have a reason not to be here right now.
How do you know that?
They say it. They would have said something.
They don't have to.
They do.
No, they don't.
We can move on. But
Why was
Yeah.
Bleach on hiatus for so long?
Bleach. So you want the real reason? Bleach was catching up to the manga too fast. So they had to stop
So
it.
bro couldn't keep up.
No, bro was always ahead. They couldn't keep up.
Apparently
Like,
he wasn't.
what you mean? Apparently he wasn't.
If it was catching up to the manga, bro couldn't keep up.
The anime was catching up to the manga.
I know, because he couldn't keep writing the manga
No,
faster.
the manga was. It's not how it works. Some, anime episodes like adapt like 5 to 10 chapters.
I know,
sometimes.
bro couldn't shoot out more chapters.
It's
fast
not
enough.
that. It's
That's
vision,
exactly what it
bro.
was.
No, that's not that, bro. That's not that.
He's like,
the
stop,
manga
stop. I gotta
was
keep writing
nearing
out.
his last arc. The anime was catching up too quick. They had to stop. That's what happened to Black Clover. That's why Black Clover went away.
Yeah, you can't get the
Bro
clip
was
out too
really
fast.
no. The anime was just too fast.
Hmm?
The anime was just too fast.
I don't know, man. The queer
Kishimoto
kept that shit going.
What do you mean?
Anime never caught up to that manga.
Because
He
they
kept-
had
he kept-
10,000 fillers. That's why.
Yeah, but it never caught up.
Because of the fillers.
Why didn't they do fillers?
They did. Bleach had a lot of fillers.
Hmm?
Bleach had a
Not
lot of
enough.
fillers. Listen, and popularity was dying down too. Let's be honest. People stopped caring a little bit about Bleach. But it came back and it's fine. And it's great and it's going
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
cool.
making money.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like it. You don't even know what's going on in Bleach, so I can't even talk to you about that.
Bleach is cool. I just, the prophecy child and all that. I get it.
Prophecy, child. Anyways, moving on. What's the next topic? We spent too much time on this.
On anime.
Yes, guys, we actually
So
an
guys,
anime
yeah,
podcast.
we don't talk about anime anymore because Gene actually hates anime.
Don't hate anime.
So we're gonna just move on to our next topic of the third.
Don't say that. You want us to get banned?
I was joking. I didn't say anything.
So, bro took office yesterday, and
bro took office.
no, 2 days ago actually.
He did a couple things.
Oof, the internet has been going crazy over a lot of antics that
And his
happened at that inauguration. So we got Elon Musk on stage doing some questionable movements. I'm not gonna say what, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
Questionable people defending it, but
I
don't know. Yeah,
it's gonna be an interesting next 4 years.
it is. Nothing interesting is gonna change though. So
Bro, really, day one started writing mad freaking executive orders, bro.
he said, "I'm finally here. All y'all niggas that been hating, everything that I said I was gonna do, I'm about to start doing it. All the bad stuff, whatever you politically lean, what it doesn't matter. Bro's on his shit right now, and he hires all his friends
He hired
that are
all
not
his homies.
qualified,
All of his homies are in power too now.
and none of them are qualified. But you know what? Who wouldn't do that?
I would do the same, honestly. Like, let's be honest. Wouldn't you do the same? You coming up, you're not gonna bring your homies with you. Homies that supported you. Homies that were like on like
I
the
put my
front lines
niggas
for
on. My
you,
niggas put their niggas on.
bro. It's regular human shit, bro. You come up with your homies, you're gonna set your homies up. So I can't be mad at
Like,
it.
who cares if they're like not qualified or
Their underlings are
out,
gonna be
but-
qualified. People under them are gonna be qualified, so they're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
But like I said, it's gonna be an interesting next 4 years. I'm not really that scared. I feel like the storm is gonna like we're gonna weather the storm. It's not really gonna be a storm. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as people hype it up to be.
I like to just say niggas. We're going. To
People
work tomorrow.
overreact a lot.
We
Even
still got
even the questionable. All right, I don't want. This is probably gonna be a horrible take, right? But I have to say it.
But
Even the questionable movement that Elon did on stage, I honestly don't think it was what people think it is. I think bro just did a movement, like my heart goes to the crowd or whatever.
Twice?
I don't think bro was really doing what we think he did. I highly doubt that bro was doing that.
I think bro
Bro is just
if
awkward.
bro is as smart as people say he is, would understand why people would see it that way.
I understand that.
And would, think I probably shouldn't do that. But
Bro
at the
is
same time-
awkward. Bro got Asperger's. Bro is just moving. Bro is just moving. I don't think he intended to do that. I don't think that this was calculated. I don't think bro went on stage and was like, okay, I'm going to do this on stage because I can now because Trump is president. No, I think bro was just moving and
think he
just
would have did that if he was in Germany.
did an awkward movement, and then it looks like something else, and then people are running with it.
I think he does that.
I'm not even a fan of bro. I don't like Elon Musk. I'm not a fan of the guy. But I honestly think it's not what people think it is. Bro is just moving. But we don't have to spend too much time on that. That's just my personal opinion. Please don't kill me online, okay? Like people love to kill me.
I don't think he knew what he was doing, but I think he knew what he was doing.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hey, bro, he's the shadow president, so he could do whatever he
You
wants.
think Elon is the shallow president? You think Elon is that? But no. Tying all this to anime, so people were making like there's this picture online of Trump signing executive orders and Melania standing in the background with her hat, and people are saying that that's Trump. Melania is Trump's stand. She's just staying in the
No,
background.
it's Elon. Elon's Trump stand.
People are saying that. People are saying that Trump. This is the level. Trump is Trump is Madara, and then Elon is Kaguya. Those memes are funny.
That's hilarious.
But hey,
hey, man, all those CEOs behind him, you know what's going on.
speaking of CEOs, you got people snitching on everybody, like Drake and OVO snitching on the whole industry and
First
suing
off,
everybody.
Nah. We have to talk about this. Okay? This is a sad moment
For what?
for Drake.
How so?
He's tarnishing his legacy.
Of course he is, and we're here for it.
Not a nah, because like all bro had to do was just shut up, stay quiet, let it die down, drop some hits, and his shit would be fine. He could probably work out his deal with his label, but no, he wants to go on this offensive and saying that the label, which maybe the label has a point, but nobody cares because you've been benefiting from that same label doing the same stuff for you,
Mhm.
and now that it's doing to you, you want to flip the script. Cool.
I think this
It's
is
just
very
terrible
goofy.
that he's going out that way.
I think this is very goofy. I think this is gonna lead nowhere. Bro is not gonna win $1 billion, $2 billion. How much is he suing for? 2 billion or something like that?
I don't know.
Bro is not gonna win any of this. Like, it's very hard to prove a defamation case. It's very hard to prove that the label was like, actively doing this, like, frame him as a PDF.
I mean, he's the
I
one.
almost slipped up here for YouTube. But
he's the one who said, "Hey, you know what's funny?"
bro was begging homie, drop.
No,
And
but-
then homie dropped, and now he's
I
like,
don't know if
oh, I'm gonna sue you.
no, I don't know if you remember this, but in the AI Tupac thing, he's in Tupac's voice. He said, "Talk about him liking little girls." In his verse.
I think I remember that.
He told him, "Yo, do this, do that."
And then
he's
he
like,
actually
"I
did
bet,
it.
nigga."
And now he's mad.
And now he's mad.
And apparently Chris Brown is suing his label too.
I didn't look into it, but I saw that he's suing. No, he's suing Warner Brothers
Warner Brothers
for I think a documentary of trying
to paint him in the bad
to
light.
paint him in a bad light.
Dang. If Rihanna forgave Chris Brown, why can't the public forgive Chris Brown?
Because the public will never let you live down your mistakes.
Because weren't they friends after that? And they were kids. Wasn't like Chris Brown like barely an adult when this shit happened? Wasn't he?
I feel like they were young.
Hey, I don't know, man. People make mistakes. I don't condone any of the shit he did, but like, yeah. It was a long time ago. He got forgiven. He went on his apology tour. Like, bro atoned for his sins. You know what I mean?
Ah, there it is. Another defamation.
I don't know.
You said it's hard to win a defamation case, but Trump won a defamation case.
Trump wins anything, but bro is just him. Let's just be honest here. Bro survives assassination attempts. Bro literally gets convicted on the case and then wins the presidency. Bro is just him. Like, it's time to just admit that bro just him. You talking about ore farming? Trump has been ore farming
this whole
for
campaign,
years.
this whole
And
time.
He's winning. So like, hey, I can't hate on bro anymore. I can't hate.
I get it. Bro got his clan. He got his squad. You can't
Bro is
beat
up
him at
right
this
now.
point. He's
Bro
up.
is up. You just gotta watch it and let him be up. This is his time until it dies down. Everybody got their time.
Yeah.
When Obama was whooping like McCain's ass, like that was his time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he bombed them.
Bro literally landslid both of the people that he ran against. Like, bro, it wasn't even close. He was ore farming the whole time. Obama was showing up, giving speeches. The whole crowd was just like praising this guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so everybody got their time.
Same thing for Trump. So I get
Same
it.
thing for Trump.
That's
Trump
why they were
is just-
chatting.
Trump is him right now. And
That's probably what they're talking about. Like, yo, remember when you were landslining? Yeah, I'm landslining too.
honestly, ever since Clinton, the president with the least aura is Biden. Let's just be honest, bro.
Nah, Biden has meme aura. Because everybody in their right mind knows Biden should not be there.
attorneys.
And you know what's funny? I saw what was it, the House Speaker?
Uh-huh.
He did an interview that came out that's like public knowledge. He said that Biden doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Bro, that's
Because he went up there and he said, "Why did you sign this bill?" Biden's like, "No, I didn't sign that bill. I signed it for this." And he's like, "You didn't know what you signed?"
bro has been gone for like 2 years now, but like, yo,
Biden's not there.
the memes that came out of like Biden's presidency were so funny. Whenever the camera zooms on his face, you can tell bro is not there mentally.
He's
And,
like, "Where am I? Who are you people?" No, the freaking ceasefire thing where he was like, do we have Trump to thank for this? Is that a joke? All right.
yeah, I'm glad bro gonna go rest now.
Yeah, he can finally go rest.
Grandpa pardoned his whole family too. Like,
That
bro,
was-
bro pardoned his whole family 1 minute before
You know
his
what's
term
crazy
was
about
over.
that? You know what's crazy about that?
Tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. I would do the
who
exact
the
same
fuck
thing, bro.
wouldn't?
All my homies are coming out of jail.
Everyone's coming home.
Everyone is getting pardoned.
What's funny about that is like, we're gonna have all this talk about his son. What the fuck did the rest of his family do? Because where was all that information?
Oh my god, that joke was funny. But hey, shout out to Biden. Go
Yeah,
rest. Go rest, Grandpa.
Go
Like,
rest. He
you
tried
did-
with the
you
student loans,
tried.
but he
You
failed.
tried
But it's
for
all right.
sure.
He tried. He got some. He got some of them
bro.
all.
Bro got me hyped for no reason, bro.
He got everyone hyped.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, just go rest. Have a peaceful rest of your life, bro. Stay out of the spotlight. Thank you for your service. That's
Yeah.
it. That's how I'm gonna end this episode. I felt we covered everything that we wanted to talk about. This was a little bit of an anime episode, and
Just to remind you guys, we talk about anime.
we talk about anime sometimes. And it may seem like I don't care about anime anymore, but I do care about it sometimes. You know.
Anyway, guys, this
Anyways.
is DJ Muted logging off.
We'll talk to you guys later.
We'll
Peace.
talk to you guys later. Bye. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, please do that. And to that guy that hated on that one reel that we
Stop
posted on
talking about
YouTube,
irrelevant people.
bro, you know who you are. Thank you for the hate.
Yo, shout out to him. What are you
Shout
talking
out
about?
to you. I appreciate your comment. Please comment more.
Yeah, talk
All
your
right,
shit.
bye.
Sway.
Peace.
All right. Anyway, my end of the episode message is that. You have anything to leave them with?
Stay